स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्
Yeah, good morning to each and everyone. Welcome to second day of NC4E. It is a national level virtual conference to promote the research in academicians and to improve the interlinkage between university and institutes. This national level e-conference that is planned for 3 days from November 6th to 8th. Today is the second day in this e-conference. This conference is organized by Tech Guru Education Services Group in association with International Journal of E-Education, E-Business, E-Management and E-Learning. The conference proceedings they are going to publish as the e-book with the ISBN number. That e-book will be shared to all the participants. Even whenever you are not presenting a paper, you may register for get the participation certificate. You will get the e-proceedings copy as complimentary. Tech Guru Education Services Group is started to motivate academicians, scholars by conducting some online events like webinars, online faculty development programs, online faculty empowerment programs. And this is the first time we are conducting online virtual conference named as the NC4E. Welcome to the day 2, 7th November. So very soon, you are listening the session 1 of this particular day. So now we will introduce the speaker of this particular session. Speaker is Dr. V. Persis ma'am. She is Principal, University College of Engineering, Adikavi Nannaya University, Rajamahendravaram. Ma'am completed her PhD in CSE. Her specialization is software engineering. She is expert in object-oriented software, engineering requirements, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, blockchain technology. She is Associate Fellow in AP Academy of Sciences. She received the Best Faculty Award in the category of Contemporary Subjects from CSI Chapter Mumbai. She is the member of Association for Computing Machinery. She is the member in International Association of Engineers. She is the life member in CSI India Chapter. She is the life member in ISTE, Indian Society for Technical Education. She is well-known researcher who may identify her publications in several domains in online like DBLP, and who may identify her citations and H-index and research index, everything from the Google Scholar and the name of the Persis Ula, a verified account from Adikavi Nannaya University. We are very happy to have a best researcher and academician here to deliver the lecture. Ma'am completed several verified courses like from Harvard University, from Adikavi Nannaya University. Ma'am involved to conduct several webinars to enrich the knowledge in the ICT tools and how to conduct online classes, how to prepare online lectures, and how to make YouTube channel. Many faculty members, they benefited in and around East Godavari and West Godavari districts. Almost all degree colleges, nearly around 4,000 to 5,000 members, they got benefit from her lectures. So with this brief introduction, I am requesting ma'am to start her lecture. Welcome our invitation to share your knowledge with our participants. Very grand welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for a very nice introduction. So, welcome to all the participants who are watching online and who are watching over there in YouTube. So, just let me start my presentation with the screen sharing. Wait for a second. Screen is visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Welcome to this program. A very nice program indeed. Yesterday I was there for the first session. A very good session by the first speaker, Mr. Reddy, Surendranath Reddy Garu. And even I congratulate on behalf of University College of Engineering, Adikavinanda University, my personal congratulations and best wishes to Mr. Murthy Garu for conducting this kind of nice, interesting and useful programs. So this is what I'm going to cover today, emerging tools and technologies in e-education. As we have understood in yesterday's first session, so these are not emerging, I can say. They are already there. We have just started exploring them, right? So all the tools that we are listening through the webinars all these days during pandemic, they are already there. We have just started exploring them, I can say. So why we have started, why this kind of setup has started means, we can say that COVID-19 has pushed all of us to transform our teaching and learning setup, right? What are all the changes that might have taken 6 years or 5 years to take up? So these changes we have witnessed in this 5 to 6 months itself, right? So, and this is very recent. I think this is 2 weeks back, IIT Madras convocation event. This video has gone viral. You might have seen this, how we are using technology. Mixed reality is used, a combination of reality and virtual reality, and how IIT Bombay is the first to do that, and IIT Madras recently they did this, and it was very interesting. So students are not present. They have used, this boy is not there actually. They have used this concept of mixed reality, augmented reality to create this kind of illusion. So hope we have already changed our classroom setup. Hope our events also are going to happen in this manner in the future. Now I'm going to present you two things, teaching tools and learning tools, because as I have told in my presented in my title as emerging tools and technologies in e-education. Education is nothing but teaching and learning together. We can call it as education. So let me say teaching tools followed by learning tools. So teaching tools, whether it is online or offline, okay, so there is a bit confusion what to do. Recently, our Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education has issued guidelines that some guidelines. A clear document was given how we are going to conduct the classes. This is what they have proposed. So it is going to be both online and offline. UGC also has given some guidelines, like 50% of the students can be allowed into the classrooms. Hostels are not going to open in the near future. If they are open, there are some guidelines like only one student per room. So we are not ready to give that kind of accommodation. So only day scholars will be allowed. What about for the students who are listening from home, who are staying back at home? So this is the solution we can see that is going to happen now. Online to combined with, complemented with offline, we can say. And then that we call it as blended learning. You might have heard of the word blended learning, blended teaching. So this is what we are going to do now, blended teaching. So just follow this. This is interesting. So yes, this, if we can understand this, it will be clear what option is suitable for me. So modes of teaching learning here. So you say it as offline or you say it as online. If it is online, I call it as face to face. That means I'll come back to this. Offline is faceless. It doesn't mean that it is not faceless. It is just to say it is opposite of face to face. They are not virtually present, or we don't see them at the same time. I have just put the word faceless. So what is offline? What you can do? You can record your audio, or you can record your video, or you can record your screen. Yesterday in first session, you have seen how the screen recording combined with video audio can be done using OBS very clearly and explained by Surendranath Reddy garu. So the same here. So offline, you record your audio, or you record your video, or you record your screen. Then after recording, what you have to do, you release that audio file or video file or the screen recording to your students. You can share it. What is online? Online is for the students. This is the, what do we say, the conventional solution. Students will come to the classroom, we take the classes. That is the traditional method, right? So here, because now the situation is they cannot come to the classroom, all of them, only 50% are allowed into the classroom. The remaining 50% can be connected to the classroom through a video conferencing app. Just like now we are connected through Google Meet, all of us are live online. So this is how online can be generated. And the next one is, this is the final solution we are going to offer. So out of 60 students in my class, or out of 30 students in my class, say, let me say it is 30, 15 will be in the classroom and remaining 50 will be connected live to the Zoom or Google Meet, whatever solution, whatever link, whatever feature you provide. Got it? So what we are going to do finally, we are going to combine offline plus online, right? So this is the one we can say. Some students will be in classroom and the remaining will be connected through a conference. So teaching offline, I said faceless, right? That means you, at your convenient time, at your convenient pace, at your convenient place, the teacher records the lesson. Offline, students will not be present there. Later, you can share the lesson with your students, the file with your students. Okay. So what are the different modes you can do that? As I told you, you can record an audio or a video or a screen. So how to audio recording? How to record an audio? When this is suitable, you need to check. Suppose I am an English teacher. I don't need a board, a blackboard. I don't need any screen PPT presentation. I can just deliver the lecture to the students, right? Suppose it is some theory subject, some history class. I don't need a blackboard, let me say. I don't need any PPT, right? So I don't need any video. Then I can just record my voice, the lesson, and I can save this. This will be automatically saved and share that file with your students to the target group. So how you can do that? First one is record voice with app. See, every one of us have a smartphone. If you have a smartphone, there will be a default audio recording app. Every one of us, we don't notice it because we don't need it. Audio recording app, right? So you please check your mobile phone. Android phone, it has some audio recording app. iPhone, it has some audio recording app. You just download, you need not even download it, install it. It will be there. You start using it. If you don't find it, you just find any audio record app from Play Store, install it and start using it. So how audio recording can be done in another way? You have, suppose you want to share PPT with your students. It is not just voice. You want to add voice to the PPT. So what you can do, suppose your PPT is ready. In every PPT, even from Windows 2007 also, you can find this option. You say slideshow. Here you see the option record slideshow. So with every slide, when the slides are moving, with every slide you can record your voice. You can say, you can give your explanation for the content on the slide. This is how you can record the PPT, add voice with your PPT, save the PPT and share it with your students. As simple as this. So audio recording, two methods. One is with the audio recording app, another one is PPT with PPT. It comes with the audio recording feature. So next one is, suppose I want to video record. I want myself to be visible to my students. If they see me, they'll get more connected to me rather than my voice. So I want to video record the lesson. So myself, so what I can do, you know what is the default video recording app? The camera that comes with your mobile phone. Suppose even if you don't have a laptop or desktop, you need not worry. If you have a smartphone, every one of us, I think we will have a smartphone. So using that, you can record video with the camera option will be there. The camera app will be there. Using that, you can just start recording. This is as simple as that. After that, it will be there in your mobile. You can share it with your students in your WhatsApp group. If it is of less length, if it is of higher length, file size is bigger, you can share in WhatsApp. I'll say that one also, how to do that. Now, this is another simple solution that we can set up at our home or in our classroom. So you can purchase a whiteboard, maybe some 2000 rupees you can get it. Tripod you can get for some around 1000 rupees. Smartphone we have it already, right? This is a DSLR camera. Okay, we don't need that unless the institute provides that. So if I can make this simple arrangement, a blackboard for some 600 rupees, some blackboard with a stand for some 2000 and a tripod. Altogether you will get for 3000 rupees. Use the smartphone to teach the lesson. Okay, so you can record, you can stand there at the board, deliver the lecture, deliver the lesson. It will be recorded in the camera through the camera app. Then you can share it. So this is how this went viral in the month of June. A teacher from Pune, see her passion to reach the students, how she has made her own arrangement like a do-it-yourself tripod. Okay, so this is motivating for all of us. Now the point is, you know how to, I have shown you how to record video. I have shown how to record audio, my voice. Now how about recording my screen? Screen means whatever is there on the computer, whatever is there on the local disk. So how to record the screen? Can you record screen with your camera? No. Okay, so with camera you can record the teacher's face, the board. What about screen recording? What about screen recording? For screen recording, you need screen recorder softwares. I told you for audio recording, audio you can record. For video recording, video means it includes audio also. For screen recording, you can record the screen plus video plus audio. Or you can record without video. Suppose along with the screen, you don't want to be visible. You don't want your face, you doesn't want to be visible. Then with the screen, you can record audio. Or you can record video plus audio. So these are the options available with removing the screen. You can go for video plus audio also, right? So how to do the screen recording? So what you have to do, install screen recorder software. So you say in the Google screen recorder software, you will get n number of softwares. Screencastify, Screencast-O-Matic, free screen recorder, Loom. So, but the problem with all this is they have only limited free features are limited. Okay, you cannot enjoy the full functionality with all this. With what software you can enjoy the full functionality? OBS. Yesterday, as explained by Surendra sir, Open Broadcaster software. He has shown very clearly how to remove the background, how to add filters to the voice, so how to add different sources. So he has explained very clearly, right? So you can use this Open Broadcaster software. You can install it in your system, right? You can record your screen, you can record your audio, you can record your video using this Open Broadcaster software. Now, some people may feel that I feel it complex, some 32-bit, if it is 32-bit system, if it is Windows 7, how can I install, how to resolve the issues, all this. So if you feel that complexity, if you feel that difficulty, another solution is here. What is that? For screen recording, Google Meet. So these are all the video conferencing apps we know. Google Meet, Jitsi, Zoom, ZioMeet, Cisco WebEx, Microsoft Meet. So you may get a doubt how screen recording will be done with these tools. See, suppose you are in Google Meet now, right? So what is for Google Meet? What are all these video conferencing apps? Now what you can do, using this video conferencing app, you schedule a meeting. Don't invite any of your students. You be the only person in the Google Meet. So now what you do, there will be a recording option in Google Meet if you have an institutional mail ID. Okay, I'm repeating this. If you have an institutional mail ID, for example, for us working in Adikavi Nanna University, my mail ID is persisbula@aknu.edu.in. If I have institutional mail ID, I have the I have the recording option, video recording option, right? So I can record the entire lesson in Google Meet. Don't invite any of your students. See here, now we are doing that in Google Meet. I am able to share my screen. The same way you share your screen, record everything. After you completed your lesson, that recorded file will be automatically uploaded in your Google Drive. You need not again save it, upload it, right? It will be there in your Google Drive. Share that link with your students. So this is another solution. Suppose for those who feel that OBS is a bit difficult for me, this is another feasible solution, I can say. And what about Jitsi? Jitsi, we have heard it recently. Why I have put Google Meet and Jitsi as first two? They are totally free. Google Meet may be free forever. Jitsi, as of now, it is free. Zoom, ZioMeet, Cisco WebEx, Microsoft Meet are free with limited features only, not the complete features. I have heard of this Jitsi when AppShe has released the recent guidelines of this blended learning. So they have mentioned this Jitsi. So you can make use of Jitsi to go for blended learning, both teaching online and offline. Okay, so hope you got it. So you take Jitsi or you take Zoom or ZioMeet. Don't invite your students. Record the video. You are the only one. Record the video. Share the screen. That means screen is also recorded. Save the file. If it is Google Meet, the added advantage is you need not even upload to Google Drive. It will be automatically uploaded to Google Drive. So Jitsi, Zoom, what has to be done after recording? The video file will be saved in the local disk, local drive. Then it has to be, if you want to share it with your students, it has to be uploaded into either YouTube or Google Drive. Okay, I'll show that also. So now file is ready. My audio recording file is ready, or my video recording file is ready, or my screen recorded file is ready. So what to do next? How to share it with the students? What are the different options available? Okay, so the first thing is, so offline, as I told you, you record and release. First, you record it at your own convenient time, at your own convenient date, at your own convenient location. You can do it, and then later you can release it to your students. So the file is ready. What to do next? Here the thing is, students are not present face to face. You don't see them. Okay. So yes, what next? You have to set up a classroom. What classroom? Virtual classroom. How to set up this? So you need to create a class group. You can create a WhatsApp group. You can create a Telegram. You know the difference between WhatsApp and Telegram. Or you can create an FB page. Facebook has become obsolete these days, outdated. So, or you can go for a Google Classroom. See, most of the tools, whatever I'm showing here, they are free only. If they are not free, I'm explaining them. Here also the first two are free, the remaining are not free. Okay, so here, so these are all free. You can create a class group using either WhatsApp or Telegram or Google Classroom. Google Classroom is more organized. Okay, so everything can be coordinated on a single dashboard, we can say. So after creating a class group, your class is there. What you have to do? You need to share your files. What file? Suppose it may be a PDF document, it may be a PPT, it may be a Word doc, it may be an audio file. You can just send as an attachment, right? You know, in WhatsApp, we know how to share an attachment in WhatsApp. You attach the file link, it will be automatically sent as an. You can share a photograph. We know how to share a photograph, how to send a photograph in WhatsApp. The same way, you can share a PDF, PPT, doc file or audio file. Suppose if it is video file, what you have to do, can you send us an attachment, the video file? No. Why? Because WhatsApp, the size is limited. So beyond that size, you cannot share that in WhatsApp group. So what you have to do, you have to upload your video file to YouTube or Google Drive, any one of this, right? So you know how to upload a video file to YouTube. If you don't know, you just go to YouTube, upload file, you just follow next. It is as simple as that. Okay, so you can do that. You can upload your file to either YouTube or Google Drive. Then you will get the YouTube link if you upload your file to YouTube. If you upload your file to Google Drive, you will get the Google Drive link. That link, you can share that link in the WhatsApp group or the Telegram group or the Google Classroom. Got it? So, and then what is something special about Google Drive when compared to YouTube? YouTube, there are specified file formats, accepted file formats. You type YouTube file formats, you will get a list of formats. So only those formats are acceptable to be uploaded onto the YouTube. Whereas Google Drive, you can share any file format, any file, RAR, zip, doc, PPT, any file you can share it, you can upload in the Google Drive, and then you will get a link for that. That link you can share. I hope with this it is clear for every one of you. The classroom solution, how I can really reach my students. You record the lesson, then share it with your students. To share, you create a group, then share the link. Sharing the link, if it is a simple one, you can directly share it. If it is a file of big length, then you have to upload it either in YouTube or Google Drive. If it is video file, if it is any file format, either audio, video, screen or any kind of file format, upload it in the Google Drive, get the link and share the link with your students. Now, what is teaching online, face-to-face? Okay. So, teaching online face-to-face is as simple as this. So, we have video conferencing apps, just like now we are face-to-face. Okay. So, I am here, you are there online. So, we are all together at the same time. This is face-to-face. If they come to the classroom, all the students, no issues at all. There is no purpose of listening to this webinar also. But now the situation has pushed us to go for new teaching methodologies, new learning technologies to adopt. So we are discussing all this. So face-to-face is not the thing like if they come to the classroom. If they come to the classroom, as I told, everything is okay. Otherwise, if they are connected online from their houses, so how to connect? So these are the video conferencing apps. Google Meet, Jitsi, as I told you. So you can use them to connect your students face to face. You can schedule a lesson, or your department, the college where you're working, the institute where you're working, they'll schedule and they'll share the link. You can connect through that link and deliver the lesson. Okay, so as I told you, so blended learning, online plus offline. What we have planned here is, so out of 30 students, 15 will be day scholars, will be in the classroom. Remaining 15, a mobile phone with a tripod will be arranged for every teacher. Their own mobile phone. A link will be generated for online to connect to the online session. All students who are staying at homes, they will connect through that link. Remaining students who are in classroom, they will listen to the teacher. So offline plus online, we can say. So these are the common features we can find in these video conferencing apps. You can mute, unmute, lock, share screen, rename, chat options. You can find connected time. So many options are there. You can work out on them, Zoom, everything. Okay. So I have told you teaching resources, how a teacher can set up a classroom in a very, hope you all of you have understood. So now what are some of the learning resources? How we can, what are some of the assignments we can give them? What are some of the tools available online for learning purpose? So for children, because I'm not sure who are the people connected over here. So if you are a school teacher, so these are the very good things you can use for the school children. Puzzle maker is there to you can give one. You can assign one puzzle maker. That link you can share it in your Google Classroom. Children, you have to submit this. You have to do this by tomorrow. So Jigsaw Planet is there. Blockly Games is from Google. Very interesting. Scratch is there. Scratch is software developed by MIT alumni, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It is also very interesting. See, these days, White Hat Junior, all these have become very popular. Another one is yes, White Hat Junior, another coding company also to make the children learn coding from their childhood, right? So it seems to be a costly affair. So if you don't feel that, if you have minimum knowledge, if you have a laptop at home, and if you know the things, you can make your child do them at home. You can install Scratch in your laptop or desktop, and you can make them do some programming, simple programming. Google for Education, this was also a recent one. So many modules they are adding for that. You can just explore them. So these are all free. No one is cost. You need not pay any amount for all of this. Only free tools I'm displaying here. Khan Academy, you might know that. So it is very popular. You find all the lessons, and the children find it very interesting to complete the lessons on Khan Academy. So and then GeoGebra, this is for teaching mathematics. This is also another interesting tool for children. You can just explore it. OLabs is very useful. They have created all the simulated environments to conduct all the labs: physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, and English. You can just explore it. And Diksha is by the government of India. This is also another website where you can find very useful resources. Okay, so many are there. I have just extracted some useful ones, and which are really working, and which have really proved to be useful. Okay, so these are the resources you can explore for children. And for UG and PG, and I can say that National Digital Library, this is a one-stop solution. You can find everything there in the National Digital Library. Those who have not yet explored the National Digital Library, you just explore it. Suppose you are for intermediate also, for UG, PG also. Intermediate, you find all the IIT question papers, solved question papers, everything. So that you can do. You can just share that link, whatever you want to. First, we need, as teachers, we need to explore what is there. So what can be given as assignment for our students? For us to design that, it will be difficult, right? So to do all those, they are already there. They are already developed. We need to just use them and share it with their students. CEC MOOCs, and then Commissioner of Collegiate Education. This is from Andhra Pradesh. They are also doing good. Swayam, all of us know, where you have recorded lessons. EPG Pathashala, where you get the recorded content. UGC MOOC is there. And then the important one is this one I have found recently, libguides.minds.edu. And in this website, you can find some very useful resources. I found this useful and interesting. libguides.minds.edu. All these are our national websites, National Digital Library, what our Indian government, MHRD are together doing all this. You can, I think you know them already. If you don't know, just explore them. And for engineering, I can say NPTEL, it is doing good, very good program, National Program and Technology Enhanced Learning. So for 1,000 rupees, suppose if you register for a course for 1,000, you take the exam, you pay the exam fee 1,000 rupees, get the certificate, right? The real joy is in completing all the modules. It is more systematic, more organized, because every week the modules will be released. I completed blockchain course on this NPTEL. So NPTEL, it is what we can say, it is like a big boon to the engineering fraternity. And EDX, NPTEL is Indian by our Indian faculty, and EDX, Udemy, Coursera for Campus, these are all international platforms. EDX, again, that is the thing. If you don't want to get the certificate, if you want to just learn the course, so it is free. You can learn any number of courses. What we can do, first we can explore. Suppose I'm teaching some subject X. So I have to see which one is useful for the students, which one is more connected to the syllabus. So first I need to explore, then I can guide my students to take up that exercise, complete it, and tomorrow I'm going to ask you some questions on that. This is how we can do using these videos, modules, and all. Coursera for Campus, this is a recent one. During this pandemic only they have released this. Otherwise it is a very costly affair. Now they have made it entirely free. Coursera for Campus, we are doing it for my engineering college students here. So all the courses are released for free only during this pandemic. Maybe they may change their they may again set up that pricing option once the new normalcy is established. So Coursera for Campus, if you are working in any educational institute, it is not only for engineering. You can find courses for management, for psychology. So many courses are there. Thousands of courses are there. Very good program. So those who have not initiated this Coursera for Campus, you please initiate it. But again, I think the condition is you must have an educational institutional mail ID. Your institution name .edu.in or ac.in. Okay, so FOSSEE, you might be knowing it, free open source software. So this is by IIT Bombay. So there you can find all open source software, so training programs and all you can find there. Virtual labs, this is very, very useful. You should not miss it. So just like I have shown you here, yes, O labs. This is for up to 12th standards, O labs. Virtual labs is for engineering and other science labs are also available. This is also very useful, interesting, interactive. More important is they provide a simulated environment where you can experience the real experiment. You can have that real experience. Okay. So, and then for research, those who are pursuing research, if you want to get the data sets or the main important thing here. So for Indian Council of Social Sciences Research, you say ICSSR data in Google. You need to register, you have to provide your identity. One day they'll take, the next day you will be authenticated, then you can access the resources. Data.gov.in, it is open for all, anyone can get the data. So they are maintaining it very well. Kaggle, so the first two are from Indian government. Kaggle is from international one. This is also very popular, Kaggle. Those who don't know Kaggle, please note it. So Google dataset, this is a one-stop solution. Google dataset, you type it in Google search, you find all the data sets, whatever data you want, you can find it. And then suppose suppose these data sets don't serve the purpose, the existing data sets, to reuse them, I need to collect the data. So what you can do, Google Forms that can be used to collect the data from the target group, from the participants of the experiment. And then Google Forms, again, it's only limited features. You cannot find all kinds of measurement scales here basically. So in that case, you can go for Monkey Survey. It is paid one. So where you can get all kinds of different combinations of measurement scales, customized one. And suppose you can suppose you can't, suppose I want to get the data from the software engineers, I cannot reach them. Suppose Monkey Survey, you pay some amount, they will get the data as per your requirement. They'll conduct the survey and give you the data. Okay, so this is the one for research purpose, it can be used. And another important one is so once paper is ready, you must find what is the right journal to publish. For that you have to mention journal finder. You say in Google search journal finder. So you find Elsevier journal finder, Springer journal finder, ACM journal finder. There what they will ask, they'll ask you to paste your abstract in a text box. You paste your abstract, then it will suggest all the journals. So you can find the right journal to publish your paper. So these are some of the resources. So whatever is relevant for you, you just explore them. You are a teacher, you go for what I have shown you, the resources I have shown you. If you are for UG and PG, these are the ones you can explore. If you are for engineering, these are the things you can explore. If you are a research scholar, these are the ones you can explore. Only limited ones I am showing here. Yesterday someone has asked what is pen tablet. Sir has explained, and sir is using that. He has mentioned Microsoft OneNote, and I recommend this. OneNote is useful. I recommend this if you want to get a complete Blackboard experience, right? So I bought this. Now, yesterday sir said that the price was reduced to 6.5. So 2 sizes they are available in the market. This I bought it for 9,000 rupees. Not I bought, my institute has provided. So you will get the real Blackboard experience. You open a PPT, a blank screen. You start writing with this pen attached to your system. You will get the real Blackboard experience. That is the uniqueness. That is the significance of this Wacom graphical pen tablet. Other brands are also there. You can just explore them. If you get it at a lesser price, you can start using it. So, and then here the thing is, when you buy it, first you have to install the drivers, necessary drivers. Guidelines will be given on the top. You can just follow it. So other online educational tools. Suppose I want to make my class, I want to go an extra mile. It's not just recording. I want to make it more creative, more interesting. So many n number of educational tools are available. Most of them are free also. So you want to make your slides interactive. Suppose you want to stop at a slide and ask your students to respond to respond with the answers to that content on the slide. There is a tool called Peer Deck. You can make your web pages interactive using the tool called Insert Learning. You can make your videos interactive, just not listening to the YouTube video. They have to see, as we are doing some courses these days, NPTEL, other international platforms, EDX. So what they are doing, so you have to watch a video. In the middle of the video, it will prompt you for a question. You have to answer the question, then only you'll move forward. So interactive videos, animated videos, Powtoon is also very interesting. So, but some of these are paid. Powtoon is paid. Initial trial version, you'll get it for 1 month free. You can just give it a try. Video editor, wiki pages. You can create your own wiki pages, interactive wiki pages. For that, you need a wiki. That is the tool used. You can create blog. Blog is very simple and interesting. You can go for Blogger. So Blogger is Blogger. You can do it easily, where you can update what you are doing with your students. Chrome Web Store, you can find all kinds of extensions. Even the convener of this program, Mr. Murthy Garu, he has prepared some good videos. I have just watched them 2 days back. How to use Timify to set timings with the Google form, to make the schedule the quiz, all these things, right? So if you have an idea what you need, you type it in the Google search, you will get lessons, you will get the videos, just follow them. Okay, so many tools are there. So we must have an idea what really I want to do. So above all this, so we have listened so many things. I'll just show you for 10 minutes some demonstration. So what we need is, we need really passion to work, passion to reach our students, the commitment, why we are in the teaching field, and we need to practice a lot. It's not like they can do it, I can't do it. No. So every one of us, even computer science faculty, everyone, we didn't use them. We don't know Zoom, we don't know Google Meet, anything before 6 months. Every one of us, the entire world has started exploring it because of this pandemic situation. So we need practice and we need patience also. So yes, by today I have to complete this. You can keep some of your students online. Suppose you create a Google Classroom. If any one of you have not yet don't know how to create a Google Classroom, you can ask two of your students to stay online, send them code, ask them to join. If you just practice it once, it will be you can become confident. Okay, so some videos of 2 minute, 3 minute length I have created, and there is a blog, persiswooler.blogspot.com. You can just visit it. Okay, thank you. Now I'll go for the demonstration part. Just because I have 10 more minutes, sir, you please tell me, can I go for any demonstration or shall I close?
Yeah, ma'am. No problem.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You can continue.
Yes. Just trying to. So you know how to upload a lesson to Google Drive and share the link. As I have told you, you must have an institutional mail ID. For that, even what I can show you, So many things. Okay. I'll just complete this. So another PPT I just want to demonstrate. Stop. As I told you, you must have an institutional mail ID. So you can just convince your management to get this institutional mail ID. G Suite is free. G Suite Enterprise Edition is you need to pay amount, whereas G Suite Basic Edition is free. So if you can have this G Suite educational plan, you can get your institutional mail IDs. For that, even before that, you need to have that website for your institute. Okay, so you say Google Education Plan. Okay, you will get the first address, G Suite for Education. So collaborate anywhere. See here, get started for free, upgrade to enterprise. So let's get started. Tell us about your institution, whether it is a school or higher education institute. I'm just showing the slides. You have to give the institution website. See here, this is the thing. When you say here institution website, you have to say aknu.edu.in, kgrl.edu.in or kgrl.ac.in. Then only it works. Otherwise, it is not going to work. So you have to give your institution address. Sir, my screen is visible. Yes, you have to give. Yes, you have to give your institution address here. So domain name, again, it must be edu.in or ac.in. So to set up the account, sign in. So I'm just going, so verification. So 14 days trial will be given, identity checking. See here, this is done by our webmaster Srinivas. See here, they can create new users. Now, all mail IDs can be created at aknu.acu.in. So, what is the added advantage? What is the big benefit with this? What we are doing at Nana University, we have all aknu.edu.in mail IDs. So, we are using Google Meet to record our lessons. Recording a lesson is available with in Google Meet with institutional mail ID. We are doing that and we are releasing the lessons to the students. And then, as I told you, within the time, whatever time I have left, I'll show you some simple things, useful things. All labs I have told you, you'll find online labs. This is by the MHRD, Government of India. So very interesting, funded by MIT, Minister of Electronics and Information Technology. See, let me say go for maths. These are all the subjects you find here. Let me take volume of sphere. You take any experiment. See here, theory, procedure, animation, simulator. Simulator is the place where you can do it in a virtual environment. So you go to the simulator to explain how to find the volume of sphere. So start. So here all the guidelines are given, instructions are given. I'm as per the instruction, I have selected this. So then I say next. What is the next instruction? Now click on the check to fill the hollow sphere completely with the sand. Click on the check. Got it? So I am not going to show it completely. It will take 3 or 4 minutes. Very, very interesting, right? So students you ask the students, see students, this is the lesson. So suppose this is the link. I copy the link. And what will I do? Suppose I have a Google Classroom for my students. I am going to classroom. My classroom. I'll ask the students to complete that tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to ask questions on that assignment, on the video, on the experiment they have done. Suppose MCA, I have my class here. So yes, this is the class work. I'll just show you. So I have already given them some assignments. You have given an assignment on September 1930, have submitted 8, didn't submit. So view assignment. Okay, so this is how you can get. Let me go back to the home. So I can give them grades. So for those who didn't submitted the assignment, it is telling as missing. I have given the grade to only one of my students who has done it perfectly. Only this student, he has done it. I gave him some remarks and I have gave him the marks also. So now what we can do, I want to share something with my class. Suppose, so this is the link. So I have copied the link here, cdcolabs.edu.in. So I'll tell complete it by tomorrow, right? So they'll complete it, and for the next class, I'm going to ask questions for them. Okay, so this is how we can do that. Take a lesson and share it with our students. And then OLAPs I have shown you. I have told you for children, this is also very interesting, totally free. Blockly gains. So Blockly gains, this is for children, but even you can give for intermediate students. See, very simple, very interesting. Even our children at home, we can make them do. Suppose these are the blocks, you can just copy them. I say move forward, I say run program. So it has moved only up to this position. That means I have to add one more move forward. It helps to increase their logical reasoning and analytical skills. So the target is reached. Are you ready for level 2? Yes, okay. So this was already, I have, so move forward, first one. Then what it has to do? It has to turn left. Then again, it has to move forward. Okay, then it has to turn right. Then again, after turning right, it has to move forward. Got it? You can ask the students to just drag and drop, just play like that. Okay, this is nothing but the programming skills. So run program. Yes, done. Level 3 it is asking for, right? So like this, you say Blockly games. This is also another interesting tool that can be explored. Khan Academy, I have told you. So many number of games modules are there. All are free. So you can explore them and give it as an assignment to your students. And then I want to show you those who don't know virtual labs. This is for all labs. This is also very useful resource. If you have not started using this virtual labs, please explore it. So these are all the subjects you can find. For physical and chemical sciences also they are available, not only for engineering, biotechnology, computer science and engineering. I have been using this since 2 years. Even before that, I think I use for this subject, where is that, software engineering? Yes, here it is. Because though suppose even though they can come to the classroom, they can come to the lab and do it, this is even more interesting, more interactive. Problems designed in a very creative manner. See, they have to read the introduction theory, go for simulation, as I told you. So you need to have some Adobe Flash Player is not here in the system. If it is there, you can just start exploring that. So this is how you can, so many tools are there. As teachers, as from education teaching community, we need to have the patience to explore them and rightly guide our students to make use of them. Okay, with this view, I conclude. I thought of sharing how to upload a file in Google Drive and how to get the link. I think every one of you might be knowing that. It's very simple. And one more thing I suggest is, if you can have an institutional website like edu.in and ac.in, so that will be more fetching, that will be more useful. With this, I conclude. I thank Mr. Murthy Garu for giving me this opportunity. Thanks to all the participants.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your wonderful lecture. Ma'am, some queries are there in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, one is very useful to all the members in the teaching community. So,
based on the requirements, based on the available facilities, infrastructure, based on that I can make a decision which one is better for me. Hope you are convinced with the answer.
yeah, some more another query.
Yes,
Uh,
sir, please.
OBS software, is it compatible with the mobile? That is a query from one of the participants.
Okay, as teachers, I recommend to have a laptop or desktop. It is very difficult. Mobile is for some limited applications, we know that, right? So, for teachers, I recommend to have a laptop or desktop. See, let me say, for example, if you want to prepare a PPT, so which one can you prepare it with your mobile? It's very difficult, right? You can do that. It's very difficult. If you want to write a Word document, Google Doc you can do. Can you do it? We can do it, but it is very difficult, right? So if you feel that it is expensive for me, you can go for a notebook, Chromebook like that. You can get it for 16 to 17, 18,000. We are buying smartphones for 10 to 15,000. Why not for 15,000? Buy a small laptop, buy a small notebook, not laptop. Laptop again is expensive. So if that is the case, then I think without any issues, without any complications, you can get it done. OBS, I didn't check it in my mobile, but because it is high-end software, it requires a huge space also when compared to other softwares. So better if you can install it in a laptop or desktop. If you go for if you want OBS, then you can go for just like camera in your mobile phone instead of OBS. OBS, it has totally other purposes, like you can add number of sources, all this. So if you want to accomplish the same, you can do it with your mobile camera. You can share your screen in your mobile. You can do that in a very simple manner. You don't need OBS for that. But I didn't try OBS on the mobile. I didn't install it.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Any more questions, sir?
So, if any question is there, and from the participants who are there in the Google Meet session, you may ask now. I hope there are no queries, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very elaborative presentation.
Thank you,
Whatever
sir.
may be the key points, which are very, very useful to the teaching. So nicely you covered and stressed the importance of all the possible tools, even from the basic level of the expertise, how to improvise the skill to use the ICT tools. That's at that start of the motivation. Definitely, the members from the teaching community they will get from your presentation, ma'am. Once again, thanks from our team for accepting our invitation immediately, ma'am, for sharing your knowledge, for expressing our gratitude and thanks from our side, from team of the NC4E
So just one
Education
second, sir.
Services Group.
Thank you, sir. I thank Surendra Nath Reddy, sir. He has given his reply in a YouTube live chat that OBS doesn't work in mobile. So please note it. Thank you, Surendra Nath Reddy, sir, also. Okay, in the future, let us see how we can collaborate together to do good
Yeah,
programs.
yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. With your permission.
So this is okay, ma'am. To all of us to share and care of the things. So we put a quotation in the introduction video: think global, act local. So whenever there is a collaboration and mingling of the different experts in a single platform, so obviously everything, everybody will be benefited. Everything will be shared. We can improve our strengths. We can minimize our weaknesses. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you very much. So with your session 2 for this day 2. Thank you, ma'am. So now I will introduce the speaker for the session 2 of the day 2. The speaker is Dr. D. Vijayalakshmi Garu, professor from English department, that is Department of the Basic Science in Vishnu Institute of Technology, Bhimavaram. She has 25 plus years of the teaching experience. She has successfully published 30 plus in various literary journals of the great repute. She has presented more than 30 papers in various national and international conferences. She acted as the invited speaker for several events. One more specialty is, in the COVID pandemic time, she has shared her knowledge through several online events. You may find out her YouTube channel. With the help of this particular YouTube channel, Madam shared her experience to all the students and faculty of the same domain. Several followers are there, several likes are there, means we can share the knowledge by using social platform to continue the journey of learning. With that motivation, who are extending their services, we are inviting them as the speakers for this conference. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation immediately, for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you, sir.
So now I request you to start your session, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me for the session. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So let me share my screen. Sir, can you see? Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
I start my presentation by invoking Almighty, who showers His blessings on all of us to be safe and healthy in this coronavirus pandemic situation. I would like to thank my gurus at first, who is Dr. Ratnashila Mani, who helped a lot, who is the professor of Acharya Nagarjuna University, who helped me to be in this position. And with her supervision, I completed my PhD. And next one is Dr. VHV Lakshmi, who is my MPhil guide. She's my guide, mentor, philosopher, whatever I feel in my mind. And next, I would like to thank our college management, especially Chairman Sir Dr. K.V. Vishnuraj Garu, Sri K.V. Vishnuraj Garu, our Principal Dr. D. Suryanarayan Garu, and our department HOD, Dr. Ramadevi Madam, who is my teacher when I was studying in MA. So I would like to thank all of them for really playing such a key position in this society without having the help of all these people. And last but not the least, I have to thank this particular platform and also Tech Guru and his team members in this situation. Really, I am very grateful to all these people to come in front of you. And my presentation is based on best practices in blended learning. Actually, blended learning means both e-learning and classroom training. Both are blended here. So without classroom training, there will be no question of blended learning. But this situation demands all of us to go online. So at this juncture, we need to adjust with the consequences whatever we find in our in every walk of life of all of us. And I like a quotation that is of Heraclitus, a Greek philosopher. The only constant is change. Really, we need to believe in this kind of quotations. The only constant in this world is change. Other than change, nothing is constant. So I hope all of you understand. So it is a regular part of all of us that there will be a change in our life. A roadmap to my presentation is importance of integrated skills, especially my focus is on LSRW skills. Implementation of a plan in a semester. I would like to speak about what I did in the earlier semester. I'm not speaking about what changes I have taken in this pandemic situation. That is a different thing. And what I did earlier before coming to this pandemic situation, we feel that we are all ready. Vishnu is always ready to face any kind of situation. So by observing the points in my presentation, you could understand that everybody should feel protective by having all these things. Being a teacher, being a faculty, especially in higher education, we need to follow all these things. Just it is reminding you, most of the faculty will follow the same, but I don't know that you have known the names of all these. Just I'm bringing you the titles into your mind and also what I did in all these 3 years. Actually, this is the study of 3 years, 2017-18, 18-19 and 19-20. What I did in these 3 years and how I improved the knowledge of my students with my inputs. And also I have got the same inputs from my society, as we have a training center named Vedic, and we are all the faculty of Vishnu are trained in that. By having such inputs from the renowned faculty, and really we developed and we worked very hard to come to this position and to work for the students at this time of pandemic. Robert Gagney's 9 instructional model we are planning for session plan. Bloom's taxonomy model sample question paper is given here for your observation. Assessment rubrics, just a few I have given. Next, proofs of technological tools I used in the course in a semester. Next one is course and survey, how we did our course and survey. Best teaching methods or approaches we catch from the point of view of students from this course and survey. Next, 3 consecutive years, already I told you, 3 consecutive years results have documented. And next, proofs of all the activities I conducted earlier in the earlier semester and also years. Next, what challenges I find, what strategies I used. So these are all the things. And last but not the least, how do our students overcome the difficulties of obstacles in acquiring these integrated skills, as these are all very important for each and every human being. We speak, we read, we listen, and we write. So I'm not speaking only from the point of view of English faculty, just I speak in general, which is useful for all of us. My focus is on LSRW skills. We know that all of our students are very good at all the skills, but at the time of presentations or when they want to speak to people, when they want to perform at the time of placements, we find that there are so many distractions. So the basic learning skills are very good. If those are all very good, then student can perform very nicely at the time of the interviews or any kind of situation they can face very with ease. Just let me speak about the technological tools I used as the complete scenario changed from March 19th onwards. Our students are all online. We are in the middle of the semester at the time. And before coming to this situation itself, we were all ready with our tools. Just basic tools I have used. Now I am well equipped with a number of tools. I learned number of tools with this Tech Guru and also different webinars I attended. A lot many webinars I attended. I learned number of tools. But what I did earlier for my blended learning, what tools I have used. So I feel that these are all successful tools, like the vaccination we are giving to our children. If those are all experimented, then there will be no doubt for the vaccination. But now we are waiting for the vaccination for coronavirus. But there are so many misconceptions in the mind of all of us that it will be a successful vaccination or not. So in using this kind of innovative technological tools, I say emphatically that these are all experimented tools, and also I have got very good result also by using these tools. I think by seeing the emblems of all these, the logos of all these, you may find that what tools I have used: Google Classroom, Kahoot, FreeMind, Google Forms, YouTube, and blog also. So I use all these tools to impart my knowledge to my students. I use all these different tools and also a Google Classroom, which is more than a learning management. It is not a learning management, but we find very ease with it, and it is more than a learning management, what I feel in my mind. And I have, what Murthy sir has introduced me, that is I have a YouTube channel, more than 1,000 subscribers I have, and I have a blog named vijayalakshmibs.blogspot.com, vijayalakshmibs.blogspot.com. So I share the material, even YouTube links in my blog. So we feel ease with the blog for sharing everything, whatever. If something comes to my mind, if I see any quotation, if I want to encourage my students, if I want to motivate my students, I send all those things into my blog, so that whenever they are all the subscribers of my blog also, so that if I send anything, the notification comes to their mails, like Google Classroom, and they see that what homework I am giving, or what quotations I am sending, or whatever work I am sharing with them. And if I feel anything that the happiest moments, if I want to share, really, this is a very good platform for all of us. So I use all these tools to develop the skills of all these four, like Alyssa W: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And next, the implementation plan throughout the semester we follow are: at first we conduct a diagnostic test through Google Classroom. We have experts in conducting the test from Vedic. As I told you, we have a training center. So they conduct this test by coming to our college from Hyderabad to Bhimavaram, and they conduct this test. Actually, we don't do this. Experts will do this diagnostic test in mathematics, English, and also psychometric tests. So like that, we start on the second day after the induction program, 2 days of induction program, we start this kind of tests. From the day one onwards, we start analyzing students. And next one is what is the level of the learner. We find but through this diagnostic test, within a week or within 10 days, we get the result from the faculty, and they analyze everything and they give us the matter what is relating to the student. So if we have that, that material is circulated to all the class in charges, because we do counseling. So this way, this matter will be very helpful in which subject they are good at, in which subject they are not good at. We find all these things, and overall development of the student will be possible with the result, whatever we have taken first. So this is possible with this diagnostic test. And after that, how do we teach? How do we teach to the students throughout this semester? We approach them with our interactive presentations. We approach them with the activities for new topics through mind mapping. So students are very ease with using smartphones, laptops, so various devices they are all with. So these are all possible in any device they can handle. That's why maximum mobile phone. And also creative writing exercises, assignments we used to share through Google Classroom, and we share some game-based learning like Kahoot and other quizzes. We used to conduct all these for all of them. Next, we give worksheets, we conduct seminars, and we conduct discussions. Nowadays, these are all online, but earlier we do in our regular classrooms. And also classroom assessments are possible with Google Forms and also Kahoot. And at last, at the end of the semester, we go for course and survey. So this also plays a crucial role for us to understand the student and how they approached us and how we have to change ourselves for the next semester. So here just I have shared you what kind of session plans I get ready for the students of next semester. So I follow Robert Gagney's session plan and some of the rubrics, Bloom's taxonomy sample question papers, and also some of the course outcomes. We prepared in our department some of the course outcomes, and we find those outcomes are all get in touch with Bloom's taxonomy model question paper, and what level of the question is given to the students and how they can approach those questions will be identified through these course outcomes. Course objectives at first, and at last we find that course outcomes. Robert Gagney, knowingly or unknowingly, all the teachers, all of us, whatever may be the subject is, we follow the same pattern. Means we get the attention of the student by having our own strategies and our own methods. Next, we inform the objective to the student. Just within the span of 2 minutes, we spend our time 50 minutes in the class or 60 minutes in the class. We concentrate on all these 9 aspects, Robert Gagney's 9 instructional model. So we follow all these, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, we follow all these. So we inform the objective to the students. Next, we stimulate recall of prior knowledge. So we ask the student a number of questions because all the topics are interlinked. So we ask the students based on the earlier lessons and we make them ready to listen to us for this particular lesson, what we are going to teach at the time. And next, we present the information for this particular class. Actually, majority of the time will spent on our PPT or the activity what we have planned for, and we spent much time comparatively with the other points. In this Robert Gagney's 9 instructional model, it plays a key role, whatever we are presenting on that particular day. But presentation should not be more than 15 minutes. Students are not able to listen in ordinary classes or in online classes. If we teach the essence for just 15 minutes, then it will be there forever in their mind with the effect we are going to give on the young brains. And then we provide the feedback if they participate in any activity. Next, we provide the guidance for the students if they commit any mistake in giving the answers. and also we elicit performances of the students, and we get the answers from the minds of the students after completion of our presentation. Next, we assess their performance. Next one, we give the evaluation, and we think of the outcome, what we are going to what they have got in our mind, and how they are well equipped with the points we have taught to them. So these are all most important in the minds of all the students. We need to inculcate this particular thing. So without asking question, if we teach from first minute to last minute, if we teach, nothing will happen. They cannot remember anything. So we need to ask them, we need to ask questions, and also we need to ask them to speak regarding what they have heard. And this is, and next one is Bloom's taxonomy sample question paper. Just I have shown that how the words will play a key role in this sample question paper. With those words, how we framed the question paper, because we are all going for NAC, NBS. So they used to ask that how we have prepared question paper, and we are with what level, second level, third level, or only with first level, or how do you reach to the levels at the end of the semester. So these are all the key points to discuss. Prior to go to the class, every teacher has to do such kind of work. Then class will be a fruitful class. And in these days, we cannot take number of classes for the students. The class time is reduced to 45 minutes. Earlier 50, 60 minutes in college in traditional approach, but now it is reduced. So we need to plan meticulously, otherwise sessions may not work well. Students may not listen to us. They don't know at least what we are teaching. So I request all the teachers who are attending this conference, if we follow this, surely we can develop the skills of the students. Most of the misconceptions I find in these days that students are not listening. If we plan meticulously, why don't students listen to us? Just these are all the proofs what I did in the earlier semester. What I did in the earlier semester, not this semester, not in this semester. Now we are with 2-2 in engineering college. So in the earlier semester in 1-1, what I did. So the Google Classroom I used for sharing the content for the students. And these are all the proofs. I used Quizlet. This is really a wonderful game for the students. I upload all the things regarding a particular lesson. I give them the link, and they come and they participate in this, and they know in which level they are in. So sometimes they say that, ma'am, I got first rank in the class. I did very well. So 7 kind of games are available with this Quizlet. Really one can enjoy. Students like this gamification. So they study as well as play games. So if we teach in this manner, really student can develop, we can give such overall development things to the student. And these are all the proofs of Quizlet. And next, come to my channel. Actually, when I documented, I have 917 subscribers. Now, sir has shown that 1.06K subscribers. So really, if we do well, then people are ready to use our sources. I learned all these from my management, and I share these to my students. I started this channel especially to to share my knowledge to my students. If I am not available at the time, also my video will be available, and every clarification they can find through my grammar videos, through my class videos, means text videos. All videos are available here in my channel. Name of the channel is Dr. D. Vijayalakshmi. And this is regarding my Google Forms. I gave number of tests. I planned a number of Google Forms to the students for encouraging them to work with the lesson. After completion of the lesson, surely I plan nearly 30-40 questions on each lesson, because they have online tests, online objective tests. So if they listen to the lesson, they can answer all these questions. So they see and write the answers, no problem. At least they find the essence of each and every question while answering Google Forms. And next one is, these are all the responses from Google Forms. And next, this is the metrics regarding Kahoot. So they like it very much in college, otherwise through online also. By using OBS, I conducted this Kahoot for them. Through YouTube OBS, we can conduct very happily. If we have laptop, like earlier our Persis madam has said, that it is possible with laptop. So very nicely, but you can play with your mobile also. For conducting, we need to have laptop. For attending, students need not have laptops. And next, best teaching methods. We find some of the best teaching methods in our part by doing a course and survey. Earlier I spoke about this, a course and survey. And we ask students that what about our lectures, discussions, brainstorming sessions, problem-based learning. So we use ICT tools. We send a questionnaire to all of them, and we ask them to fill up at the end of the year for documenting, because these are all very important for NAC and NBA. So we do every semester, at the end of every semester, we document all these things. And next, we ask the students that is it acceptable or not acceptable, strongly agree, say asking that how they access all these Google Forms, mind mapping software, and also the hands-on approaches with the students, what we are doing are all right or not. They can access with all of them or not. So we ask all these questions, and based on their ideas, we develop ourselves and get next semester to deal with the classes. We follow lecture methods, brainstorming, discussions, and ICT tools. But what we find in our way, that is using the ICT tools, is really giving nowadays. Students are all very much flattened for using this kind of ICT tools. And we teach key concepts, we use PPTs, and also there are hands-on approaches with the students, and we share on each and every lesson, and also grammar points. We give worksheets and also handouts to the students. Just I'm explaining you that what I did in these 3 years. I told you 2017-18 results were documented. Next 2018-19 results were documented, and also 19-20 results were documented. You may observe the graphical representation of all the 3 years results. So earlier we have very few O grades, S grades, A grades, B grades, C grades, D grades. So all grades are shared by the students in the traditional approach. And later, in this creative learning activities, before last year, we asked students to participate in number of activities, speaking activities, listening activities, writing activities. We encouraged them to participate in activities. But now, completely using technological tools. We were all, before this pandemic situation itself, we were all well equipped with these kind of technological, what I am showing to you now. This PPT is not prepared by me now, actually. Earlier I prepared and I gave the presentations in my institution. Actually what I did, the same I am showing to all of you. And here, the students' participation in various in-class activities we usually conduct. But through online also, we are asking students to conduct in this kind of things. As we have Google Meet, we have Zoom. We can ask questions. We can keep polls through Zoom, and we ask students to leave some points in the chat box. So, number of activities are also possible with this online. So picture descriptions, group discussions, peer tutoring. Senior students come to the class and they teach something, what experiences they have got. So they share such kind of experiences in the classes. After completion of their studies also, some of the alumni of our college used to come to college for some important things. In the meantime, they come and interact with the first year students, because they are all giving such guidances to them how they have to be in the other years, second, third, fourth years, how they have to behave and what they have to learn. So we conducted Kahoot, and the counseling is a part of our timetable. So we usually give inputs to the students based on their likes and dislikes. We act accordingly, and we promise the student that we never share the information to anybody. We start in that manner, and we give our ideas to the student to develop. So we help them. Not only management is giving it's helping hand to us to develop our continuous professional, to go for our continuous professional development. We do the same in the part of the students also by conducting all these things. Even skits, they usually play in the classes. Really, classes are all very hilarious and also knowledgeable, and intellectuality is sharing among the students with all these activities. Next, some of the challenges I find in my part while teaching. So actually, we all know that our class intake of our college is 60, and second year onwards, it is like 70. Some of the LEs will join. 70 to 72 students will be there in each and every class. Really, it is a huge classes we are going to deal with. And what methods we are following to have the grip on all the students. We use the activities like brainstorming. We ask a number of questions on the topic before starting the topic, and we arrange discussions among the students, because our classes are all with that much facility. We have smart classrooms, and also we have such kind of seating arrangement in our labs, and we share videos, PPTs to all the students to reduce the burden of us having such good number of students. Next, we follow what we do in the class atmosphere. That is, we go around the class. Actually, that was possible earlier, but now monitoring, asking all the students to on the videos. At first, when I go to the class, I insist all the students to on the videos. Next, having grip on the students. We know all the 60 students' names. Within 15 to 20 days of their joining, we learn, because the activities we conduct will be in that manner. We conduct caste program, career aspirations for technological students. So we can have the grip of on the students' names, so that we point out each and every student by calling their names. Next, we question students, each and every student. So student will be very alert in answering all of us, as we know the names of all the students. And we elicit student feedback. Always they understood the topic or not, otherwise our effort will be the waste of effort. That's why our efforts shouldn't go waste. That's why checking always student is very, very important. Teaching is not important. Checking is more important at this situation. So then only we give the inputs, whatever. If we check that student is following or not, then we increase the intensity of giving the class to the students. Next, student participation is also one of the challenge to all the teachers like us, and we divide the class into groups. We divide the class into pairs. So we find different activities for students. After explaining that, then these things will be taking place in the class. And for next one is active learning is possible in the class or not. It is also a challenge for us. Nowadays, we are all using the innovative technological tools like Google Classroom, Google Forms, Kahoot, Quizlet, YouTube, blog, whatever I told you at the beginning in the first slide. So we usually all the things, not all in one class, but we used to follow whatever is suitable for the text. Based on that, we find the activities. And next, limitations of the resources. Really, these are also very, very important. There are some limitations. We are all fortunate enough having such kind of classroom setup, and also here, though we have such kind of classroom setup, sometimes we feel difficulty. In class, it is not possible, but in lab, we have such kind of possibility. But if I take the class in their classroom, means it is difficult. And next one is lack of internet facility in the classrooms. In lab, they have internet facility, here Wi-Fi facility, but in classroom, it is not possible. And also, they are unable to work without any device. If they don't have the device, really what we are teaching, what I am saying today, that these innovative technological tools, those are all waste of efforts really, if they don't have any device. So these are all really great challenges for the fraternity of all of us teaching community. And next one is how to overcome the obstacles of integrated skills. So these LSRW skills we can acquire, students can acquire very easily by doing some practices. Our college management has provided for both faculty and students different kinds of platforms, like they have given access to all of us, free access to all of us to go into different, we have free EDX courses, we have free Coursera courses, Ellison online courses are ever free. Any student can learn anything through this. I learned Spanish language. I learned, and now I am learning French through this Ellison because it is free. At least a few words, if we have learned, then at any time we can use that kind of languages in our language. So nothing will go waste. So Coursera courses, I did number of courses. I did five specializations, means each course has, so each specialization has 3 to 4 courses, sometimes 5, 9, 10 courses. So really, we are all very grateful to our management for providing such kind of online courses to us. I did earlier NPTEL courses, and I guided number of students. If I do anything, then surely I make my students to work with all these. So I did all these Cambridge, British Council, NPTEL, edX, Coursera, and Ellison courses. I asked my students, sometimes I ask, sometimes I command, demand all of them to do all these, because they are all first year students. If they are all first year students, I guide them, I ask them, I pamper them to do all these things. But second, third years, since we have labs in second, third years also, so we demand them and we command them to do all these courses, because in coming future, they have many more benefits by attending all these courses. Thank you to all of you for listening to all these things. Really, what works well as far as my knowledge is concerned, intellectuality is not the only matter. So if we do hard work, surely we improve the skills of the students. Really, we improve like anything. We improve ourselves, but at the same time, we improve our skills. So with this, I stop presenting.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. If anybody is interested to ask anything, I'm ready to answer them. Otherwise, thanks a lot for inviting me. Thanks a lot for sharing my knowledge with all of you. Really, it is a very good opportunity to me to speak at this forum.
Yeah, madam, we are very much thankful to you for accepting our invitation immediately and for sharing your knowledge, and you are explaining all the possible tools. Even your management is great. They are allowing to learn all the faculty in your institution to a greater level. So whenever you are sharing, all the possible tools and name of the labs. Definitely, some other members will also inspire. So majority of the members, they are academicians. Remaining all are the students and scholars. So definitely, I hope they will also implement all these possible best techniques in
Yes,
their
sir.
institutes.
Blended learning is most important at this juncture. Really, we need to blend these ICT tools, and also traditional approach will be there. Along with that, this is also most important what I think.
Yeah. So definitely, I hope majority of the members they will get the benefit from this conference because all the expert speakers they are nicely sharing the knowledge from several domains to fulfill the gaps in the education system. With the help of these type of the programs, especially in the COVID pandemic, really it is a very great chance to all the teachers, students to learn new things, to interact with the speakers or academicians from all corners of the India. Really, it is very great moment. We are
Thank you.
very happy and excited from Guru team, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. One more thing I would like to share. By observing all these things, I shared my knowledge in various journals like IEEE Explorer, Scopus, Web of Science, elsewhere. I sent papers to all of them without having any kind of check, with very less plagiarism, because not that many papers we observe in these days as the situation demands. So when I wrote those papers, no way rejecting all of them. I got papers in all. I got acceptance in these great journals like what I have given you the list: Scopus, Web of Science, IEEE Explorer, Authors Press, Academia Press. These are all my upcoming publications. Nearly six papers are going to be published because of this pandemic situation. We are at home, peace of mind, and working with all these technological tools. So in each and every paper, I find that somewhat development. I observe my professional development in each and every paper. When I sending that, I feel that really it is very good. Every time I feel that it is very good. Maybe I could have included that. So I write next paper. So really it takes me to the next level. It will be very useful for my students also. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity for sharing these points also, sir. Thank you.
You should say thank you, ma'am, because you are giving us all of chance to learn new things. Really,
Thank you, sir.
thank you. And even in the YouTube chat also, uh, your PG faculty, they recognized you. They requested to share your contact number. We will share by today
Thank you,
evening.
sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we put a comment like, old students are the old students. They are now sharing their knowledge to all the corners of India. They are enriching the mind of the
Thank you, sir.
students.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
So with your permission, we will
Okay,
continue
sir.
the remaining part of the
Yes.
program, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. So due to some emergency, the speaker of the next session postponed her presentation to the Sunday. To the particular session that will be going to conduct on tomorrow, Sunday. So now I am requesting the participants who are in this Google Meet session, those who are ready to present their papers. I am requesting Dr. Motilal. They send a paper with a theme like, what is the importance of the effective feedback in the. So they will share their thoughts now. I'm requesting Dr. Motilal. Are we audible, sir? I have connectivity issue there. Yeah, they are responding. They will come soon. Please wait. In the meanwhile, I am requesting the remaining participants in this Google Meet session to express your feeling or feedback about this conference.
Hello,
Sir,
are you able to
Namaste.
hear me?
Yeah. You are audible, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, each and
Good afternoon, sir.
I am ready to present here my presentation. So, my topic name is effective feedback in the education system, and I and also Ankit have written this conference paper and also presenting the participating in the virtual conference on e-education and e-learning, e-management and e-business. So first of all, you have to go through the introduction part. So the effective communication is very crucial for the any institute and an organization and helps us to use in the many form, because every student give the feedback what is the performance is there of the teachers and the other persons in the institute. So communication skill is play a very important role in the understanding of the text books, feedback to and for a teacher and nearly the facet of the institute. So as the showing, sir, how can share the PPT? Please, PPT, I am not able to hear. Share the PPT. Hello.
Sir, to
Hello.
your right side of the screen, present now option is there. Please see, sir.
Sir, in the right
Yes.
in the below is coming the present here.
Yeah.
Entire screen.
You are using, sir. Sir, you are using mobile or computer?
And still I am using mobile, but my PPT share
Sir,
on the laptop.
Whenever you are using mobile, sir, just above your screen, sir, three dots are there. Click them, then present screen option will appear, sir.
Okay. It's a three dot.
Yeah. Click
Okay.
it.
And turn on caption.
Present
उसके
screen
बाद
option, third option.
present.
And just click it, sir. Then you can share the PPT.
अच्छा present screen.
Yeah, present screen. Yeah.
Okay. Sir, wait. Some time wait, please.
Yeah, no problem.
Are you able to see the screen PPT?
Yes, sir. You are sharing your screen. So I hope you are sharing from your documents. Yeah.
So, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So in the presentation, we have go through the first of all introduction. So the feedback is the cheapest and the most effective. It's still in the list used management tool we have. In the encourage people to follow their track and encourage the people know how they and other people view their success depending on your performance in the institute. So the feedback process and its type is are listed here. Uh, in this PPT. So feedback process is involved non-assignment analytical success. At the aim is the development ability and modifying the attitude instead of being an estimate of the student's value. The below listed are type of the feedback. First is the negative feedback, second is the positive feedback, and the third one is the negative feedback forward, and then positive feedback forward. So go through a detail in the negative feedback feedback on the previous behavior that they did not achieve the desirable outcome or exacerbated condition. The emphasis is here to learn from the action of the past and to make the sure it is changed in the future. And also the feedback from the previous behavior which has the generated the desirable outcome or the favorable influence of desired outcome. So we have to understand the negative feedback, positive feedback. In the always the negative feedback, our energy goes to the negative side. In the positive feedback, if we give the good result of the is a faculty and also the entity. So always every teacher should be maintain the discipline and should go through the detailed study and detailed understanding of the students and the good conduct past commencement the classes and the study, and also go through attention on the stress and so in the future. Also we have to come to the negative forward, the message that help to the prevent the unnecessary conduct for the subject which in past person have not made such error. This feedback is more prescriptive, and so the instead the prescription is based on the knowledge you already have. So positive feedback is again prescriptive type of message that helps the people with planned series of the activity according to desired goal of the past action, and two is not in the ensure. So we should go through in detail and also maintain the advantage of the positive feedback in the education system. And also we go to the next slide on the advantage of the positive feedback in the education system. An education system institute setup, the most important things to do are that the strengthen the self-image of the institute, and students believe they are part of the everything and to a part of the this in the activities is the taking part in the each activity. So people and also a teacher should be attention on the position of the probability of the valued outcome must be required for the each student as well to the student. So provide the regard and the gratitude for lecturers, teachers, managers, and diverse board. Self-esteem improve, which contribute to the success because aim are established the more clearly and accomplish for this the aim reward the more fully. So therefore, interpersonal relation can be measured more precisely and improved. The students should monitor their own academic accomplishment better and without atom with feedback and the integral component of the management. The greater grade are the easier to the achieve and maintain is a very content must be required. So self-development field can be defined the more effectively in the institute, and also we next go to the avoid the negative feedback. In the negative feedback, vacuum is generated without the sufficient input, which can lead to a lack of the confidence and loss of the strategy and orientation. So there are the invaluable and the unquestionable advantage of the success of the feedback provision. Whereas the price is the unsignificant. It is important to adapt the more effectively to important that the external bodies put on the standard of the education is relies heavily on feedback. So in each and everyone work by the institute and by the teachers related to the students and the other entities, it must be required to give the feedback. But always avoid the negative feedback, because negative feedback is always give the negative energy, and negative energy is very harmful to the any institute and entity. So it is the most important to prevent the negative feedback. And in the negative, these are the some measure and the procedure which is can be applied to easily to prevent the negative feedback. So the select the proper time and the venue for the reviewers to review the feedback. Either it may be negative, either may be a positive. But always we go through and also give the attention on the prevention of the negative feedback. So it is important to pick up and the best time and place for the partner to have the input. How important is this? You need to plan an official meeting to debate the matter, which is the requirement, which is the problem. Each and everyone entity which is taking part in the work and the study, and also will you frankly speak or openly speak in the meeting at the tea time and the other times. What is the problem of the institute? What is the problem of the student? What is the problem of the other entities? And solve immediately by the institution, and make the positive energy and make the positive feedback, and also avoid the always negative feedback. So by using the truthful discussion and deliberation discussion in the meeting can be easy way to prevent the negative feedback, and without the thinking about the other people listening to you. So no one need the vague review, but the description and the use the example like that. It is the neither helpful or productive to advise the employee that this is the lazy skill. A lazy skill are always the harmful to the student entity. So we must be required always create the positive environment to give the good outcome, and also give the good results. Also oriented research and also study. So the making the clear feedback about how to employee should function the better. Good partnership with the employee can be increase the future. So our motto is meant to the prevent the negative feedback. So in the last we have to go through the conclusion part. In the conclusion part we have to give the some feedback whether it's corrective or the reinforcement. It is the vital aspect of the education that promote learning and ensure expectation that are met. Unfortunately, this aspect of their responsibility is also a challenging part of the clinical instruction, and teacher often do not. So we have we can discuss in the conclusion that the proper guidance will enhance always the learning outcome and encourage the student to develop then a positive approach to the learning, and as well as all the research in atmosphere that can also develop the ability, at least in short term, and adult learner to learning the proper in the proper way, and also can develop the ability at least in short run. So adult learner also adopt the success to the positive and the corrective measurements. So used by the friend, staff, and the patients, as the formal instruction and the monitoring in the everyday circumstances. So feedback ultimately affects the connectivity, and core capabilities are listening and questioning, not providing the solution. It is not an uncommon talent, but there are also very few teachers who grasp the underlying input concept in the current clinical settings. So for us, who are the teaching in the nursing, attending the educational sessions on the feedback can be important, since we are open making remark that discredit the learner and confidence entirely while the attention to the make feedback. So next we come to our the conclusion part, and these are our references which by using these references we have the write this paper and go in the broad area of the negative and the positive feedback, and also have to conclude in the how to prevent the negative feedback. So here I am go in the conclusion part, and thank you so much. Thank you. Please again. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Any question regarding in this presentation?
Sir, here there are no queries in the chat box.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
really it is a nice presentation, sir. Really it is also required.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
whenever teachers, whenever they are freshers entering into the teaching field, definitely they need to understand the difference
Okay. Okay.
between the concern and the negative feedback. So what is the
Okay. I am.
importance of the feedback system to improve the education system? Nicely, that was explained by you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, right. Rightly, AICT has also give the mandatory in the each and every institute to give the feedback by the institute and by the higher authority for the
Yeah,
each faculty members. So
yeah,
also we want to such type of the feedback. You must work in the school and the other institutes and the other institutes related to the study and related to the in the industries where the workforce is work there. So always the discussion must be required.
yeah.
Oh, sir, how many speaker tomorrow to present the paper in our the session?
So tomorrow, 3 expert talks will be there.
Okay, to which time is suitable for us? 9 to 4
10
p.m.
o'clock,
Which,
sir. Starting time is 10 a.m.
okay, okay. I start at 10 and after
Uh,
that to go through the whole day.
yeah. Remaining paper presenters, they will join the tomorrow session, sir.
Okay,
So along with
okay,
the 3 expert talks, they will present their papers.
okay, 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 okay. So much give and also privilege to give the provide the platform to present the paper, and I am very happy to in future I am also taking your taking part discussion and also writing the paper and
Thank you, sir. Thank you for participating in this event.
okay, okay. So much thank you. So stop here. No problem.
Pardon, sir?
अभी stop करें.
Sir,
Okay,
you can
final.
stop your presentation, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
So next, may we hear from Ramesh Garu or Sureka Garu? Okay, sir. Ramesh Garu, so at least shall we hear from you? Because you are all experienced people. You are sharing some words today. Definitely, all the participants, they will get some inspiration. If time permits, otherwise definitely we will hear from you on tomorrow. Yeah, sir. No problem. Ramesh sir is facing some technical issue. So definitely, sir, tomorrow we will hear from you. Thank you. So in continuation with the previous sessions, so I want to share some points which are definitely useful for all the members of the teaching community. So at the outset, I am using the topic name like effective enlightening expertise. So how to improve the expertise, which will useful to make or improve the fruitfulness of our career. At the same time, definitely we can improve the factor of motivating the student community. So first I will touch the subtopic like what are the several instructional skills for the faculty of the higher educational institutes. So famous proverb is there like the language of the truth is simple, but sometimes definitely there will be a confusion in implementing the mechanism. So whenever there is no confusion is there, whenever the standard protocol or procedure that will come with the clarity, the truth will be realized at last. That is nothing but the expected outcome, whatever may be the outcome designed for that particular course or for the program or the vision of the institute that will be fulfilled. So why we are saying the education is transforming? The role of the teacher that is slowly changing from the traditional to evolving role means we need to train our students to meet global standards. We need to work them in the research. There is no difference between scholar and faculty at one level. They are combining their work, they are identifying the new methods, they are identifying new results. So slowly the education is transferred from the traditional role to evolving role. So definitely by 2030, when identifying the division of all the institutes, some institutions identified like the foundation institutions. Some institutions they may be identifying like the career focused institutions. Remaining institutions they may identifying like the research focused institutions. Now, the education policy, the education system that is also focusing on the vocational courses. So whenever skill enhancement is there, automatically that will give a chance to give better employment for the youth. So what is the difference between generally some occupational skills versus instructional skills? Suppose whenever I am saying like instructional skills are including planning, instructing, guiding, means you will plan before delivering any class. You will use several instructional strategies. We will give guidance to our students. At the same time, we need to involve in the practical component along with them to improvise the expertise in the occupational skills. Then that will be known as the effective effective instruction delivery in the education system. Suppose if you are seeing this slide, information processing model. Suppose you may collect the information, you may show the structure, you may identify the cognitive activities of the students here. Suppose the instructional model, if it is using for the improvising the social interaction, means they need to identify the societal problems, they need to think beyond the classroom, they need to understand the problems in the community, and they are supposed to use their knowledge to solve the societal problems. So most of the times, the research projects generally they will be linked up with the societal problems. So we need to identify a research problem to give the better solution which may solve the problem in the society. So students are supposed to grow like that. They are the true citizens of the India in the next generation. We are supposed to motivate them. Means we are supposed to choose such a best instructional model. Suppose if we are focusing on the person, means if we are designing a instructional model to improvise their personality development, their maturity level that need to be improvised, their thinking capability that need to be improvised, their critical thinking abilities, they are going to address in our classroom. Suppose if you are considering the behavioral model, we need to motivate them, we need to mold them to improve their behavior. Here, how to respond, how to give the response if any problem is there, whether we need to react or respond, that much distinction they need to identify based on the practical case studies. Suppose if you are considering a direct instruction model, means as a teacher who will dictate something that will be all combinedly known as the teacher-centered model only. So generally it is the deductive teaching method only. I will show one formula and I will tell one example. That's enough. Please consider it as the example of the dictating something, a direct instructional strategy. Suppose if you are considering the indirect instructional strategy, so that will be known as the student-centered mechanism. So there, the students have a chance to improve their thinking capability. So definitely they will involving in the problem solving. They will develop decision making strategies. Whenever you are designing your instructional strategy, which comes under the experiential learning, this will be more useful. So we are comparing each and every possibility, right from basic level of school to university level. We can't include all these techniques at one moment. So whenever a course is there for 3 or 4 years, the instructional strategy should change right from first semester to final semester. Then only they will gain the fruitful knowledge at the end of their course. Suppose if you are designing the instructional strategy such that the student will be known as the independent learner, they will focus on the self-improvement, they will identify the self-reliance, they will learn on their own, they will complete their research, they will complete their project as an individual or as a team. So some possible instructional methods like some interactive lecture, demonstration, questioning, you may give some group work, some case study you may propose, or you may act with help of the role play model. You may give some problem solving models. There are wide variety of models. Here some sample bullets, side headings are representing in this slide only for demonstrating purpose. So generally in the planning skills, what do you mean by planning skills? Even from the previous session, Vijayalakshmi ma'am nicely explained the importance of the preparing before going to the class, the lesson plan designing. So lesson plan designing is nothing but identifying or writing the subtopic. Whatever if you want to deliver something, generally you will write as the lesson 1.1 on this particular date. That is not the meaning of the lesson plan. We need to identify the suitable instruction strategy. You need to identify the expected cognitive level of the improvement of the student. What are the resources you want to teach on that day? If you want to deal something based on the ICT, what type of the ICT tool you want to use on that day? Everything you need to write on one paper, and we need to plan in advance. So generally one proverb is there, like, if you are failing to plan, that will become the plan to fail. So lesson plan will be definitely useful for all the teaching members to improvise the quality in the education system, definitely. So generally the management skills means after planning everything, we need to manage the things in the particular class. Suppose if you want to divide them into some teams, if you want to conduct some supervised examination, or if you want to conduct one group discussion, sometimes if there is a need of taking a junior faculty or your colleague to your class, you need to plan in advance. That is indicating the managing the things. So whenever more number of resources means faculty members are available in the classroom, all the possible groups there in that room, they will get the benefit at the same time. You need to prepare the job aids, information sheets. You need to check all the things before going to the class. So demonstration. So plan is ready. You are managing everything. How to demonstrate? You need to maintain the suitable eye contact. Is it sufficient? Is it sufficient to conclude like the class went very well? No. You need to show your expressions. From your communication, they need to get excitement to learn. You may demonstrate with help of some charts or by drawing something. Definitely, the body language of the teacher or faculty member, that will also play very important role. Means we need to identify how to demonstrate. We need to practice several things before going to the class. Explaining skills. Generally, we will refer so many books, either textbook or reference book. In the classroom, the role of the faculty member is not to repeat the lines which are available in the resources. You need to teach them, explain them, not to read the lines generally. We need to identify the suitable mechanism. So sometimes we may introduce some localized examples before giving the title of the topic to create the interest. If I want to explain about the elasticity, I may take a rubber band. I will show the rubber band to all the students. What is the property of the rubber? Elongativity. The stress is more, that will be broken into pieces. So from suitable localized examples, sometimes we may start our explanation that will give a chance to students to learn to maximum extent. What is the ultimate goal? in delivering the lecture, the proper outcome that should be reflected in learning of the student. So what is the role of the communication skills? The suitable communication, the proper jargon, the formal way of representation, that will be influencing the level of learning definitely. Always we need to check their understanding level. Suppose whenever I am delivering, if I am standing in front of the class, is it okay or understood? So whenever, if I want to spell out those, if I am raising my right hand, the students definitely they will also raise their hand if everything is okay. Even they may raise their hand if there is any query. So sometimes the two-way communication that will be very, very useful. That should be there definitely to encourage the equal participation. So generally our tone should be very honest, tactful. Suppose if they want to express anything, our listening role, that is also one support of the communication skills. We need to listen from the side of the student. We need to understand their concern. And we need to redesign or we need to resolve their query at that moment. So whenever you are considering the instructional skills, your gesture, posture, the filler words, eye contact, body language, the speaking volume, body movement, everything they will influence. So directing skills means how to create and control the learning environment. Suppose after delivering a particular subtopic, designing of the question with the assignment is indicating the directing skill. Means you are showing a way to apply the knowledge whatever they learnt in the regular classroom. Suppose the quality of the question, if it is not matching with the expected outcome, how can we conclude the expected outcome that was achieved at the end of the course? It's not possible. So the proper direction that will be given from the faculty side only. So we need to improvise the directing skills also. So now there are changes that are coming in the learning mechanism, right from the traditional classroom training to mobile learning. So we need to identify the best possible profile of the modern teacher. We are not the traditional teachers. Slowly the generation is changing. The priorities are changing. By sitting in their home, they are listening the best possible lectures. In the regular traditional role of the faculty, suppose 5 sections are there. Section 1, they may listen from the faculty 1. Section 2, compulsory they are supposed to listen from the faculty 2. If there is any field from the students like that faculty exceeds best in the traditional role of teaching, the task may not be there. But in the online teaching, they may listen from any faculty member. So always whenever the profile of the teacher is changing, we need to readjust. We are supposed to improvise our capabilities such that always we are supposed to try to give our best to the student community. Then that will be giving a chance us to also get the profile like the best teacher. Some possible skills we are showing in this slide, like we need to have commitment, the proper preparation with the best possible organizational skills. We need to have tolerance, We need to have the capability of telling the story nicely. Nicely means we need to deliver the content nicely to the students. We are supposed to face the query. We need to resolve their queries. We need to use the innovative strategies. We are ready to know the latest technologies. We need to share the content by using the social platforms. We are sharing now e-content. We are delivering the lectures by using online platform. So generally, these are all required for the modern teacher, definitely. So what are the ways to improve the instructional skills? So definitely there are some chances to get the training for the teachers. Always we need to identify the suitable mentor. Generally in the regular college or education institution, a senior fellow, they will act as the mentor for the junior faculty member. Sometimes you may start the independent learning. Try to observe the things which are changing around the globe. Try to learn by observing the things. So whenever an educational institution is there, the faculty members, they are focusing on the learning models, instructional strategies, different instructional methods based on the cognitive level of the students. If possible, several instructional skills are including, then definitely the benefit will go to the students of your organization. Whenever we are ready to learn and implement all these things, the possible benefit will come to our institution only. When our faculty is good, always students will get the benefit. When students are achieving success, that credit will come to the institution only. So how to manage the enlightening skills? How to manage the enlightening skills? So this is the second support in this presentation. So generally the initiation that is focusing on the curriculum design, identifying the faculty with the proper qualification, what are the different instructions we need to give, means lesson plan designing everything. What is the outcome? Whether we are providing any placement assistance, if the student is converting into like entrepreneur or technopreneur at last, whenever they are finishing their course, then that will be indicating the success of the particular organization. Identify some events and procedures which are involving to decide something whenever you are initiating a specific activity for an individual student. So those are known as the enlightening skills. So how to manage all those skills combinedly? The first one you may consider it as the inspiration management. So from this slide you can understand the difference between the inspiration and aspiration. The aspiration management, that will be in the peak when inspiration and aspiration, if they are properly in the higher level. So purposefully they need to be engaged. We need to inspire them. At the same time, we need to aspire them, motivate them such that they are focusing on their target. Whenever the outcome is reached, definitely we need to search the best possible way to improvise the level of the outcome also. Continuously we are redesigning ourselves. Continuously we are redesigning our facts. We are improving the capabilities of the students. We are focusing on the market-oriented courses. We are including several new job skills in our curriculum. What is the reason? We are focusing on the improvement of the student at last. Along with the aspiration management, prescriptive management, achievement management, motivation management, they are the remaining levels. Enrichment management, maintenance management, support management. Suppose if you are saying like EMS, what do you mean by EMS mechanism? Enlightening skills management mechanism. PDCE, a simple is like, you need to plan first, you need to do according to your plan, you need to check your performance time to time, and we need to act to improvise the quality in the coming years. Why all these are required? The change that is we are observing in the TLT. In this slide, you may understand, whenever the teaching or role of the faculty member from traditional role to evolving role, the learner, they are getting the best chance whenever the faculty is behaving like a coach or mentor. So whenever you are considering the traditional method, that will be known as the teacher-centered only. But whenever you are considering the modern method, vocational pedagogy, that is including, that is purely learner-centered, all the competencies, they are going to be addressed based on the demand of the society and industry. Technologically driven methods you may include here. So what are the possible skills and qualities for the good instructor? So several faculty members, they are the audience for this program. If you are new to the teaching, or if you are in the early stage of the teaching, so try to focus all these role skills, personal skills, organizational skills, ICT and digital skills. They are very, very important in these days. So whenever you are considering the role skills, how to plan, how to prepare an evaluation plan, lesson plan, how to present the things, how to facilitate, how to focus on the one-to-one method, coaching, whenever you are giving a counseling, whenever you are giving the mentoring, advising, if you are assessing, should become the troubleshooter. Whenever a problem is there in your organization, you are supposed to innovative methodology. You are supposed to include in the designing of the new courses, materials, activities. You need to create the opportunities. Definitely you should become the illiterate. Then only you are supposed to meet the global standards first. Then you will share the global standards to your student community. So whenever you are observing the personal skills, in the communication, you need to listen carefully. Whenever you are questioning, there should be a thought-provoking to the student community. Whenever you are explaining the things, there should be no confusion. Only clarity should be there at hand. You need to build a relationship. Some sensitive issues will be there sometimes. You need to handle conflict also. So everywhere it is common, but we are dealing with the young minds. So we need to focus on the interpersonal skills also. We need to improvise assertiveness. Confidence level we should do improve. Challenging tasks we need to accept. We need to support our organization. Flexibility skills. Should be creative always. We need to accept the change. Whenever COVID pandemic that is emerging, all the faculty, they are slowly changing their mindset. They are finishing the pending part of the syllabus by using online platform. They learn new things. So that is indicating we are adapting the new ways of learning. We are managing the things. We need to focus on the expertise skills. We need to improve the experience. The experience that is based on the number of skills and strategies we are improving, the experience should not reflect the number of years of your service. Please remember. Organization skills, what are including? Teamwork, self-management, influencing level, strategic decision maker. You are supposed to become the problem solver. Even sometimes if you want to purchase some lab equipment, you need to inquire from several vendors. You need to identify the best quality based on the specifications of the product. So we need to improve some skills related to business also. These skills definitely useful for organization betterment sake. So ICT and digital skills. No need to elaborate much more. Due to the COVID, the primary focus is on all these ICT and digital skills. Even most of the speakers in this conference also, they focused on several ways of improving ICT and digital skills. From the education institute side, they need to have a plan for providing the proper teacher training. Even they need to provide the opportunity for train on the vocational pedagogy. They are supposed to provide the mentorship. They need to provide a creative learning environment for the faculty first. Then automatically that will reflect in giving the best chances of advantage to the students. So what are the 21st century skills? Leadership, digital literacy, communication, entrepreneurship, global citizenship, problem solving, teamwork. These will come under. As I am saying, 21st century, some 21st things here we are showing. So post a question of the week on your class blog. So try to prepare a blog, try to prepare your own website. Several speakers are so stressed on the same point. With everything means use the social media platform. Make a parody of the hit song means. So try to use the localized examples. Try to create a positive learning environment. Try to give the chance to the student to mingle with you, to discuss with you, to start the two-way communication. That is the meaning of the third point. Create an infographic as a review. Try to use several different ways of representing the information, which is creating interest for the audience to learn the new things. So try to go for the paperless, for E. So try to encourage the E activity. Have a no tech day. Means you need to encourage technology, at the same time you need to encourage on the regular traditional methods also. Create your own class hashtag. Some sites are there like list.ly. So here several free resource authors, they will share their content. So whenever you are creating a blog by using these sites, creative commercial license, we need to share the knowledge with all the members across the globe, and we may encourage our students to learn the new things with the help of these things. So similarly, all these 21 activities, indirectly they are encouraging the students to improve their standards of learning, which are matching with the global standards. So how can we say from the education system perspective, what are the effective guiding factors? So definitely we are expecting the better education policy by government. In the recent days, the novel new education policies emerge. That should be based on the long-term strategies, even the institutional strategic plan that should reflect to meet the global needs. The institutional commitment is very, very important. What do you mean by institutional commitment? Yes, we want to offer digital classes to our students. First, from management side, from principal side, try to purchase the suitable equipment, try to give the training to the faculty, try to encourage them and involve them in using those aids. Without proper tools to deliver the things, we can't claim as the ICT teaching is there in our education institute. The institutional commitment is reflecting providing the facilities, at the time provide the chance of getting the training, encourage them, motivate them, then automatically your long-term strategies, they will be fulfilled. The leadership commitment, that is nothing but either from faculty member to head of the organization, the focusing of the role, the commitment to their work, that comes under category leadership commitment. We need to provide the adequate resources. Don't go to the classes with the old handouts and strategies. Syllabus is changing, technology is changing. There is a demand-driven activities are changing at the globe. So always try to think to focus on the industry institution interaction. At last, the quote, whatever we are showing for this conference, think globally and act locally. Focus on all the possible global standards. What's wrong? Try to implement in your place. So at last, as a conclusion, I want to say like a competent teacher, he or she is not only there to teach, they need to facilitate, they need to create the creative environment of the learning. So thank you. This is the end for this presentation. Yeah, one query is there like which instructional model are much benefit to the higher education institutions. So there are instructional models represented like direct, indirect, societal, independent learning, experiential learning. So generally, whenever you are considering the higher educational institutions, the focus should be on the experiential learning. Vocational strategic plan they need to redesign. That is definitely focusing on the employability skills. Whenever employability skills are you are offering to your students, definitely they will get the employment. That is indicating the success rate of the any organization. Generally, all the parents in the main days they are identifying the institutions who are giving the 100% placement distance, or whenever any institution is publicizing like 100% placement, you may observe a big queue in front of the organization. So we need to encourage the independent learning in the student community. Some more participants are there in the session. Okay, some members they want to present their paper on Sunday. No problem, sir. So now, is there anyone, sir, to continue your presentation from the existing list? Prabhakaran garu? Am I audible, sir? Prabhakaran garu. I hope he is also facing some network issues. So today we will say bye to this session. So today two expert speakers, they delivered their content. Today we planned the session of the Dr. K. Ramanaswari ma'am. Due to some emergency work in the university, she wants to deliver her talk on Sunday. So again, we will all meet on the third day, on the 8th November, then tomorrow, exactly at 10 a.m. to learn the new things, to enrich our knowledge, to share our knowledge. So on tomorrow, 3 more invited talks will be there. And in continuation with those talks, remaining paper presenters, they may present their papers, they may share their feelings. And definitely from this conference, the motive of the Tech Guru Education Services Group. So whatever we are collecting the registration fee from the paper presenters and from the faculty, those who are opting only for the participation certificate. The amount we are sharing to some teaching members, those who lost the income or jobs due to the COVID. All the invited speakers and members in this working team, we are all working without taking any honorarium. Please understand, I am conducting this session from Bhimavaram, Andhra Pradesh. We contacted Surendra Garu, he is in Nanded. On Sunday, means on tomorrow, Dr. Banti Ganguly ma'am, she is sharing her knowledge from Agartala. So with help of the Telegram groups, WhatsApp groups, from several events, we identified the best possible speakers. We contacted them, we requested them to deliver their talks in this conference. So they agreed and they delivered with the best possible content. So all the speakers voluntarily they helped our team for accepting our invitation. They are adjusting their slots even in their busy schedule also. They are helping us for giving us a chance to show their presence in this event. Really, we are very, very excited and we are very, very happy also. So all the sessions, they went very fine up to now. So definitely, we are expecting all the viewers from Google Meet and YouTube. So let us meet once again on the Sunday, and 3 more invited talks will be there on that day. To attend without miss. Thank you, one and all. So this is the end for today's session.